This month, our topic is vision. And one thing I think if we're not careful as a church, our vision can be turned inward to the people within our church and the needs of us individually, rather than our vision being outward focused, looking at our community, to the lost, to the ones that are hard to love. This month, I was really excited to be able to finally take a trip to one of our churches in Colfax, Iowa. And I want to share with you guys what I was able to observe and see and be encouraged by what is happening at First Baptist Church in Colfax, Iowa. Check this out.
Hello, I'm Pastor Cody Dyer of First Baptist Church here in Colfax, Iowa. Colfax is about 2,200 people. I've been pastoring here for just a little over 2 years. When I first began, this church was running about 65 people. Outreach was not a big focal point of this church. Through conversations I had that first year, one lady said something very meaningful, and she said, it's not that this community doesn't know we're here. It's that they don't know that we care. And so that's really been our focus on outreach this last year and a half, is letting the community we're in know that we care about them and their families. One outreach that we have is called The Cellar.
So The Cellar has a 25-year tradition here at FBC. This allows us the opportunity to outreach to the high schoolers. The congregation will make homemade desserts. All this is just a great opportunity. You know, you have all these kids coming from a football game or a basketball game, and they just want a place to kind of hang out that's safe, right? Our biggest component, though, is interacting with these kids, right? We want to interact with them so they feel like they're safe here, they can be involved in anything, they can just be themselves. So we wouldn't be able to do that without our amazing volunteers. We get moms, dads, congregation members, we have everyone volunteering, and they are there till 12 a.m., right? This thing goes a long time, but they're there and they're willing to help, and it's just a wonderful environment.
All for the purpose of sharing the truth of Jesus with them and getting relational in the community.
This year, we averaged about 90 to 100 kids each night. And for us, that's incredible because our high school only has about 200 kids.
To this event, I had to find out. I had to be able to see with my own eyes, how are they doing this? What in the world are they doing? It was the focus. And it wasn't just the focus by a couple of people, it was the whole vision of the church to reach out and make their community know that they are loved by the church. The church as a whole has a vision for the community. And I say the whole church because I think this is the deciding factor of an effective plan. So often we have church leaders or we have small groups of people who are passionate about an area that try to go forward and try to make this happen. If it is just the pastor or the leaders constantly promoting something and the rest of the church is just expecting them to carry the weight, these things fail and these people get burnt out. So my thought process is, how can I go from creating a great event and a great outreach to rather how do I cast vision for my church, for my youth group that is able to spur people on and buy into and be committed and connected to that vision. I don't have the answer and I don't have a way that works here and then will for sure work there. But my encouragement for us today is the vision that we have. One, it has to be biblically focused, but two, are we promoting that vision not just to get an okay by our church leaders, but are we promoting a vision that brings about buy-in from the church as well as life change from our congregants? If you're a church that's smaller, I also want to encourage you. First Baptist Church in Colfax, Bloomer Baptist Church in Bloomer, Wisconsin are not big churches. We don't have huge budgets. That is not what creates an effective outreach. It's the placement, it's the devotion, and it is the vision that is bought into by your church. I hope you guys have a fantastic November, and I look forward to hopefully seeing some of you at the Pastor's Retreat later on this month. And until then, this is Chuck Babbitt from Venture Church Network.